to my channel, Scala Mix TV. Today we are in the gardens in the Bay of Fires Conservation Area. The Bay of Fires Conservation Area comprises a series of magnificent bays that stretches along Tasmania's northeast. Binalong Bay, a peaceful beachside township, marks the southern end of the Bay of Fires, while Larapuna, or the Eddystone Point, within Mount William National Park, marks the boundary to the north. Tasmanian beaches are renowned for their beauty and seclusion, and the Bay of Fires is up there with the best of them. Perfect for long leisurely walks, swimming, fishing off the rocks, and quiet coastal camping. Nestled behind the dunes, you'll be left wondering how you'll ever motivated yourself to leave this pocket of paradise. Beach activities and bird watching are popular, and pods of dolphins are frequently seen cruising close to the shore. The area is also known for its scenic reef, underwater caves, and abundance of sea life. Bay of Fires Conservation Area is named of the Lonely Planet as one of the most beautiful beaches in the world. Among the boulders of rocks, you will see lots of lagoons where you can swim and immerse yourself to the cold waters of Tasmania. On the rocks, you can see the bright orange lichen that contrasts spectacularly against the whiter than white sandy beaches and turquoise waters of the bays. Getting here, Binalong Bay, at the southern end of the Bay of Fires, is a 2 hours and 20 minutes drive east of Launceston and 3 hours and 20 minutes drive northeast of Hobart. The gardens is an ideal spot to get away from it all and offers some of the best vistas of the Bay of Fires. This scenic part of the East Coast was named by Lady Jane Franklin, wife of the Governor of Tasmania in the early 1800s, due to the abundance of wildflower in the area. The garden is 13 kilometers north of Binalong Bay. It is around 15 minutes drive from Binalong and 25 minutes from St. Helens. There are many things to see and do. There are many secluded beaches and rocky inlets to explore between the gardens and the Binalong Bay. Taylor's Beach is an expanse stretch of white sand beach, perfect for a long beach walk. Come and see more of this garden. Watch the video until the end. Along the way are Generate Beach, Swim Cart Beach, Cozy Corners, and Sloop Point, all of which have access to the beach. The Cozy Corner. Sloping granite rocks, fringed by boulders, extend 500 meters south of the cove to a sloping granite headlands on the south side, of which is the Cozy Corner. a 100-meter wide south-facing embayment containing an 18-meter long protected reflected beach. Sloping granite point border the beach with a 50-meter wide granite reef off the center, resulting in waves averaging about 0.5 meter at the shore. A walking track leads to the rear of the beach where there is a campsite. "100 meters of sand and rocks separated two beaches, one of which trends for 400 meters south to the Old Man's Rock, with rocks also scattered along the northern end of the beach. This is a more exposed east-facing beach, with higher waves generating rips to each end of the beach and an occasional central rip. Sloop Point and Lagoon. This spot on the point between Taylor's Beach and the Seaton Coves is everything you imagine Bay of Fires to be. Clear blue waves and a deserted curve of pure white sand. The beach at Sloop Point is tucked in a 50-meter wide gap in the rocks, immediately adjacent to the southern end of the beach and lagoon entrance. It is backed by a low grassy dune, then dense vegetation, while the 50-meter long beach faces north and is moderately protected from waves. The main beach surf zone can impinge upon the beach with a permanent southern rip running just outside the rocks. Popular, though potentially hazardous, swimming spot. Swimcart Beach and Cove. Swim and snorkel to your heart's content. The gorgeous Swimcart Cove has secluded and well-sheltered camping sites. This relatively straight beach receives waves averaging about 1 meter, which maintains a low-tide terrace with a few rips forming during periods of higher waves. Jenrette Beach. Jenrette Beach is located on the southern side of Round Hill Point and consists of an embayed 250-meter long southeast facing beach bordered by granite rocks. Swimming and snorkeling is best on this beach. Seaton Cove. Seaton Cove is a 100-meter wide, 250-meter deep, U-shaped, east-facing cove surrounded by sloping granite rocks and densely vegetated headlands. The beach is located at the apex of the cove and consists of a 50-meter long strip of sand sloping into the rock-dotted sandy bay floor. Waves are lowered by the rock and point to less than 1 meter, maintaining a usual reflective to low-tide terraced sandy shore. Further north, Mount William National Park is an isolated wilderness area, fringed with gorgeous bays stretching from Anson's River to Muscle Row Bay. The landscape is one of rolling hills, rugged headlands, and pristine white sand beaches, some strewn with the pink granite boulders, while the north A string of marshy lagoon sits behind windswept coastal dunes. From its long, lonely beaches to its teeming wildlife, from its unique history to its abundant plant life, Mount William National Park is a place of constant fascination, nestled in a far northeast corner of the state. The park is an important area for the conservationists of Tasmania's coastal plants and dry sclerophyll plants. Whether you fish or swim, watch birds, or wander by the sea, there's always something more to see in this beautiful national park. Mount William National Park has an amazing diversity of animals. It is an important sanctuary for the foresters or eastern gray kangaroo, wombats, Bennett's wallabies, Tasmanian pademelons, which is common. They are usually best seen in the early morning or around sunset. Another common animal in this is the echidna. It can often be found during the day, particularly in the summer months. Rush-tailed possums and Tasmanian devils are common in the park, but being nocturnal, are not readily seen during the day. Anson's Bay. The small fishing village of Anson's Bay has been famous since its beginning as a premier bream fishing resort. There are approximately 200 houses scattered along the shores of the bay. Built among the natural forests, some people reside permanently in Anson's Bay, but more visits the community for holidays and weekends. There is only one shop in the area. Anson's Bay is the closest settlement to the historic Eddystone Point Lighthouse. Eddystone Point, called Larapuna in the local Aboriginal language. Eddystone Point is a part of the traditional territory of Tasmanian Aborigines. They have reoccupied Eddystone Point since 1999, when the Tasmanian government agreed in principle to return of Eddystone Point and Mount William National Park. The point is essentially one huge meadow, and there are over 90 individual meadows, nearly 60 artifact sites, and some burial sites in Mount William National Park. The striking pink granite tower of the Eddystone Point Lighthouse was built on a point just out into the sea in 1889 in response to many northbound ships being wrecked by coming in too close to the northern coast of Tasmania. The light was serviced by sea, and over the years the landing areas took a battering, with jetties having to be rebuilt several times. The lighthouse is in the Mount William National Park. It can be reached by unsealed road of a fair condition from St. Helens or Gladstone, which is 32 kilometers. Another beautiful place is the Policeman's Point. Policeman's Point is in the Bay of Fires Conservation Area, but is further away than the more popular sites, and therefore an alternative if you are looking to perhaps get away from the crowd. This is the Great Eastern Sceneries. It starts from Anson's Bay down to Hobart. In this video, I feature the gardens. The Great Eastern Drive will take you to more beautiful places like Coles Bay, Swansea, Beachinau, Maria Island, Tribana, and Orford. Next vlogs are gonna take you there. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, and if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Thank you and have a good day.